Hey everyone, I hope you're happy, but I have a problem. A problem that has plagued my past and continues to this day. Koreaboos. Everybody hates them, yet more and more keep appearing. But, and it's a big but, that's not the main problem here. The problem is, I was once an offending criminal Koreaboo. I know, right? It's so terrifying. I would talk to my parents in Korean, talk to my friends in Korean, talk to myself in Korean, but not the, normal Korean. No. The K-drama and K-pop and exaggerated K-idols kind of Korean. I would say to my mum, "엄마, 사랑해," and then explain what it meant to her, and then leave the room like an absolute shithead. Don't get me wrong, I do like talking in Korean. It's a cool language, but I also think French is cool, so I speak it. And honestly, English is kind of cool too.
옆길 활쇼를 스위쇼 사카블레.
Another thing, I've watched YouTubers who are Korean, talking Korean, and I repeat them and try to pick up basic phrases. Things like koda that will definitely come in handy. But somehow I have evolved from my old ways. I am here today to help all of you avoid this horrible disease that no one should be plagued with. Welcome to Koreaboo Rehab. Here we treat you to some advice that will continue you on your way to becoming clean of Koreaboo-ness while maintaining your love for K-pop and or K-drama. Number 1, please stop talking Korean. I'm just gonna say it. If you are talking in a language to someone else that you are not learning, or they don't know it, or you can't give them any benefits of what you'll say, it's just cringy, shitty, and frankly selfish and attention-seeking. No one gives a shit if you speak broken phrases of another language. If you're genuinely learning it and you want to share it with someone, that's great. Good on you. But if you're not, just shut the fuck up. Number 2, please, when you're listening to K-pop and or K-drama, don't squeal when someone you like comes on. Now, I can admit, as a K-pop fan, it's very difficult when you see your bias. Like when I see Jungkook, I'm like, But when you're around other people, don't. Because 1, it just makes you seem like an absolute psycho. 2, it's kind of weird. And 3, you wouldn't see any of them reacting like that to someone they liked in public. Because we all have a sense of courtesy of, respecting other people's ears and not trying to make them bleed. So, just try to stop fangirling on such a huge level. Number 3, when watching K-drama, do not repeat phrases that they say. If they say 사랑해, do not go 사랑해. Like, if you're going to try and repeat it properly. I'm not saying I'm repeating it properly, but it's just my current level of learning, and I will be free to admit that I am not learning very well because I'm a shit learner. So, yeah. But also, when you see, if you're a K-pop fan and you're looking at the lyrics of a song, don't try and pronounce them exactly how the romanization says, because the Hangul is going to be almost watered down into basic sounds, and unfortunately, on a basic level, if you're basically starting Korean, like you don't know anything of Korean, not even 안녕, like there will be sounds you cannot pronounce. You will have to learn how to pronounce them. So if there's something like, I don't know, for example, an R sound will probably be an L sound, because that's how sometimes Korean works. Don't say whatever it says, because it may be the opposite. The romanization is not always right. So, yeah, I'm waffling. What number are we on? 4? 4, we'll say 4. Please, if you're singing it, if you're not sure that your Korean is going to be completely correct, just do an English version. You're allowed to take other people's lyrics as long as you credit them. I find I'm quite concerned because I've seen K-pop fans come under heavy fire before because they have done a K-pop cover and then people have been like, "You're terrible at pronunciation. Oh, it just ruins the song, this and that." So generally, when I'm doing covers, I'll do my own English lyrics of it, because that will mean that it's my own contribution. I'm contributing to the K-pop fandom, K-pop community, whatever the fuck you want it to be. And I'm not offending an entire race of people. Number 5. Please stop fetishizing Asians. I'm just going to say it. By the way, I don't think Koreaboos realise people who are Indian, they're Asian. People who are, sorry, that's the main example. People who are Indian will be approached by Koreaboos and say, don't say you're Asian. Just shit like that. That doesn't make sense. Asia is not just Japan, South Korea, and China. Also, if you're talking about South Korea, as in K-pop, K-drama, anything like that, Seoul, Busan, all that kind of thing, say South Korea. Don't say Korea, because if you talk to someone who, for example, knows more about North Korea, they're going to want to talk about that, and you don't want to have to talk about that when you want to talk about K-pop. So that's it for now, because I'm shit at lists, and also I'm not very good at editing for longer than 10 minutes, and I can't be bothered to talk that long. So hopefully you enjoyed. Bye!